national champion, and hearts were in mouths. It was two real contrasting games. Sayana started slowly, as we see the women's doubles players now come out, and PV Sindhu, that match just had everything, didn't it? And what's that going to do now for the feelings for Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponappa? In some ways it's been difficult because they've been waiting and waiting to come out, both players, haven't they?
Yes, absolutely. The win which Sindhu created right now is going to completely give them more confidence, charge them up. They're coming with the smiling faces, that's what we can see there. And definitely this match is also very crucial from India point of view, and they are very well prepared.
In a way, an hour and 24 minutes on court, given everything PV Sindhu, she really doesn't want to come back out for a doubles, does she?
Well, they are fit. She has been playing earlier 2 events, but I'm sure she will put in whatever effort she can for India.
What about this pair that obviously they're facing today, Gracia Polly and Nita Maheswari? They're an experienced player, particularly Polly, aren't they? But Ponappa and Gutta are seen as the real #1 doubles pair in India, by quite a margin at the moment as well.
Yes, absolutely. They have done very well in the women's doubles. In India, they have brought the women's doubles to a very high level. And of course, I was having a word with Ashwini before the match, what her feelings were for the match. This is a scratch combination of the Indonesian pair, which of course they have been playing for a while, but they haven't met, they haven't had any head-to-head matches. So she was like, we're just going to take it as any other Indonesian pair would play.
Well, let's have a look at the Indonesian pair then. Nitya Krishin Maheswari alongside Gracia Polly. Here is the Indonesian pair. They are ranked at the moment at #9 in the world. They've been together a long time. They played together at the Uber Cup 2010. As you say, Ponappa hasn't played against them alongside Jwala Gutta. She has actually played against them in the Sudirman Cup last year alongside Gadre, so she knows a little bit. Obviously they've done their homework as well anyway, but she has had that feeling of playing against them before. Yes,
definitely she has watched her opponents earlier as well, and as you mentioned that she has played with another partner, but it's always different when you partner with Jwala. So they are looking confident, and what I was told by them was they are looking ready for those longer rallies which you normally see in the women's doubles. So they are mentally very well prepared.
So 1 win, 1 defeat for the Indonesian pair. It's 3 straight wins for Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponappa. 3 wins out of 3 here, and of course they won the bronze medal at the Asian Badminton Championships just a few weeks ago. Jwala, of course, the senior partner, but of course Ponappa has picked up a lot of experience since they performed so well here in the Commonwealth Games back in 2010. As you can see, a negative win-loss ratio, but it's a partnership that split up for a little while, but I think they're pretty happy to be back together.
Yes, absolutely. I think Jwala was taking some break post Olympics, and yes, they're definitely happy to be back, and they've done very well in ABC, winning that bronze, so that says it all.
So as I said already, they have won the 3 wins out of 3, and all very quickly. 34 minutes against the Thailand pair. Yesterday was as long as it has been, and it was the point that sealed the place, I feel like, for India in the quarter-finals. Here is our umpire for this women's doubles. The first of the women's doubles is the Filipino Jane Lim Fundal, and Wong Shui Yin is the service judge. What can we get now? I mean, I think we've seen it all already, but yeah, here we go with another terrific match to look forward to.
Yes, absolutely. As I mentioned to you earlier, India has been banking a lot on the first 3 matches, and to their fortune, they have come back to back. And this is the only match we have to watch out for now.
Well, if they win this, India, they make history. They're in the semi-finals of the Uber Cup. Can you bear to watch the next hour, whatever it may be?
Definitely, I would love to be here, and definitely love to see India moving to semis, because that, as you said, it will make an history.
Well, thanks to Tripti. We'll hear Mel from Tripti later. Tripti Mangudi, thanks for now. And Jill Clark will join me again in the commentary box for this women's doubles clash.
Thanks, Richard.
and Ashwini
Tripti
Ponnappa.
Magundi there with her
And on
thoughts
my left,
ahead of this,
Indonesia,
well, could prove to be
represented by
vital match. Can
Gracia
Gracia
Polly
Polly and her partner Nitya Krishinda Maheswari keep Indonesia's hopes alive? Or are Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa going to be the Indian pair to get that vital third point? Off to a good start. Jill, what's your feelings about this match then? I mean, it's hard to know what sort of match we're going to get. We've kind of seen comeback already. We've seen the marathon match. What do we get here?
Well, I think if Jwala Gutta can really command the front of the court, that's where she likes to be. That's where she's so good. She reads the game so well. If she can start putting the shuttle away like that, then India have a real chance of winning this after the third match. The Indonesian pair, I think, are a pair that, to me, too often are too defensive. So they will just try and work their opponents. And the fact that Jwala Gutta has had a sabbatical from badminton, she's had time out, whether her match fitness levels are back to the level it was when she won her gold medal here in this very arena, or the bronze medal at World Championships in 2011, I don't know. So I think that the Indonesians are just going to try and keep the rally going as much as possible. The big key is whether Ashwini Ponnappa can set up Jwala Gutta enough at the net to keep the rally short.
It's been a good start from the Indians, although Ponnappa just now nets and 4-2 the early scoreline, but still kind of just catching our breath really from that last women's singles, aren't we, really?
What an amazing match. And that's so typical of the Indonesians. Maheswari just happy to defend.
A lot of pressure now, isn't there, on Polly and Maheswari here, because there's no room for error now, no room at all.
No, and they're both very experienced players. They've been Uber Cup campaigners before, and they've played in pressure situations like this. It's interesting that they, as a pair, formed their partnership midway through 2008. Played together for 18 months, then went their separate ways, and then came back together again last year. And like so many partnerships, when you've had a bit of a break, I think there's a new freshness to the partnership.
The opposition have it as well, don't they?
Exactly. Service hold called, and the serve was short on the front service line. Racket not facing in a downward direction, says our service judge.
Just missed the line from Ponnappa there. 6-all now.
Yeah, that's clever play from Gracia Polly. tempted to use the flick serve against Jwala Gutta, even though she's got a very good, powerful smash. Yeah, that's a perfect low serve. So much for my thought process there. Now, the reason I said that is because the Indian pair have this very much favoured formation of Ashwini Ponappa doing all the work from the back of the court and Jwala Gutta having the freedom to hunt the shuttle at the net. So as opponents, you want to get them out of that favoured formation. That's a perfect example of just how good the Indian pair are when Ashwini Ponappa is hitting down with power from the back of the court. Why on earth are they flick serving her?
No idea. They shouldn't be is the answer, but they did. And that's lovely touch as well. Great reach from Jwala Gutta. And somehow they got to get them back out of their favoured positions, haven't they?
Yeah, you see, Jwala Gutta is just superb at the front of the court there. Yep.
And again.
And this is the thing with the Indian pair. If they can keep the rallies as short as this, they'll win. When the rallies get extended, that's when I think they'll have problems.
Well, it's another shoelace issue from the Indian camp. But listen, those are the biggest issues they've had so far. They've won the first two matches. They'll take shoelace issues.
Service over.
Nicely put away by Maswari there.
9-all.
That's a super return of serve.
Service over. 10-9.
I mean, you know, we see, you know, players like Lin Dan, Lee Chong with great longevity. Jwala Gutta's first Uber Cup qualifier that she played for India was in 2000. 14 years ago when she was only 16.
Yeah.
11-9. Interval.
There's a bit of confusion here, but the point does go the way of Gutta and Ponappa, and they can celebrate now. They thought the point maybe gone against them, and they're 11-9 up. There's a lot of animation going on. Certainly been India's night so far, hasn't it?
Now, Madhumita Vish, from her gestures there, it's quite obvious. Keep hitting down.
Coaches, please.
Well, plenty of chat for Pullela Gopichan to deal with, but no one's getting carried away yet, but the Indian fans have certainly enjoyed the ride so far. I've got to say, even from a neutral perspective here, it's been a wonderful journey, hasn't it, tonight? A classic comeback from Saina Nehwal, a battle of wills and perseverance, and an exhausting women's singles match. Madhumita and PV Sindhu. And now this so far a tight affair in the women's doubles.
10-11.
Well, there's a little look from Jwala Gutta towards the service judge. Yeah.
12.
Yeah, you didn't see that on the camera there, but she's imitating the serve of her opponent and saying what was wrong with it.
from Ponopa.
13-10.
I so often think, you know, people like myself, we talk about the winning shots and the outstanding capability of Juala Gutta from the front of the court, and it's almost as if we're underestimating the importance of Ashwini Ponopa. She is such a good doubles player, but rarely is she the one that actually plays the winning shot. She sets it up for her partner so well. That was one of the rare occasions where she played the winner.
Play. Service over.
That was
11-13.
quite a bit down the net, that one.
Oh, that's nice play from Meswari.
12-14.
And when I see the Indonesian pair being aggressive like that, it does bewilder me why they're so intent on defending in so many of their matches. Oh, that was going out.
Fault.
It doesn't matter in the end.
Service over. Sorry.
They're a really fun attacking pair to watch, aren't they, Ponopa and Gutta? They have got to somehow keep up this intensity, haven't they, Ponopa and Gutta? Because at the moment, I know it's only 3 points in it, so it's still very tight, but they do seem very much the pair on top. They're
Yes.
calling the shots.
Yep.
Gracia Polly and India Krishinda Maswari have to try and assume some kind of way of getting into this match, because otherwise this first game's going to slip them by.
That was a perfect example of Ponopa hitting the shuttle in the right place to set up her partner. Aimed towards the right hip of Gracia Polly. Had to be a straight reply, and of course it came up to her left-handed partner, Juala Gutta. That's lovely, lovely play from Ponopa.
A new racket for Gracia Polly. Obviously broke a string in that rally.
Play.
Five-point lead they have now.
Play.
Just missed the line.
Service over. 13-17.
They're going to continue and try and play their attacking shots, aren't they? That time it didn't come off. Can Maswari and Polly build up a head of steam here now? 2 points for them. Cut it back to 3.
Oh, that's nice.
Very good. is a head of steam they're building up.
17.
Yeah, and tactically, the last couple of rallies, they've got the left-handed Joala Gutta to the back of the court, got the Indian pair out of their favoured formation, and it's paid dividends for the Indonesians. Not the best of serves.
But not put away by the Indians. That's good. And a level pegging, suddenly 5 points in a row from Maswari and Polly, and there was a missed chance there, wasn't it, for Joala Gutta? Netted from Ponapa. Turnaround from Maswari and Polly here in a game that the Indian pair have looked so dominant in. That ends the run of half a dozen points for the Indonesian pair.
Good placement of the smash. She's got good power as Ponapa, but also she's very, very precise with her smashing.
And well left. It's game points, India. Broken through so many barriers, haven't they? Gutta and Ponapa for Indian badminton. Can they help them break through another one here? Well, they've got halfway there. They're halfway there. They had a moment or two where things looked nervous at the end of that game, but they dug in and took 4 points in a row to take the game.
And what an excellent low serve out wide by the left-hander, immediately looking for the reply down her forehand side. That's a set play, and she played it to perfection.
More Indian celebrations in the Siri Fort Sports Complex, but is the biggest celebration of them all about to come. 21-18, Gutta and Ponapa take the opening game in the women's doubles. Were the dominant bit, but when Maswari and Polly came back, went that 18-17 up, didn't they show great mental fortitude as well, Gutta and Ponapa, to put that aside?
Very much so. That's what's been impressive so far.
So confirmation that Joala Gutta and Ashwini Ponapa have taken one game. One game more is what they require to seal the deal. Well, the game went according to plan for Ashwini Ponapa and Joala Gutta. Can they do it from this end as well? Can they win the match and win the tie? Feels so much at stake, don't you, here? Oh, that was so close.
Service over.
I was talking after that match that PV Sindhu won, and of course she was on court around 24 minutes. The possibility of the women's doubles to come if things don't go according to plan in this game and obviously the next match. When you played doubles, how would you feel coming into a match which could be of great importance, having played 90 minutes of badminton already?
Mentally she'll be fine. Of course the question is physical, isn't it? I mean, the thing is that, a match situation, you push yourself to limits.
Well, that's in. What a good serve.
That maybe you don't consistently do that sort of intensity in training. That said, these badminton players train for 2-3 hour sessions a day, and that's on the court, plus they do all the off-court work, so they're training for 6 hours a day.
Different though, isn't it?
It is different, but these players are fit enough to cope with 2 matches a day. Yes, of course PV Sindhu will be feeling tired in her legs if we get that far.
But maybe she won't be needed if these two can get it done here, because you feel the next singles is probably the weakest match for India. But if these two can get it done here, they won't need to see Saina and PV Sindhu again tonight.
No. And I have to say, looking at the matchup, I've seen the second Indonesian women's doubles pair. There are a couple of youngsters, but I can tell you they are going to be very special. They're already played very well in the Youth Cup, and therefore whatever pair India put in for second women's doubles, I thought they were going to, it's a tough one.
Yeah. No, they are a good, fine young pair, aren't they? But
yeah.
This is their number 1 pair, number 9 in the world. But they're facing a tough time against the Golden Girls. Bonaparan, good to hear at the moment. Still tight in this second game. Very early stages still.
She does defensively. Jwala Gutta does get committed to one side or the other, and therefore there is frailties in defence. If opponents can see that she's weighted committed to the forehand defence, if you aim towards her right hip or right shoulder, you're likely to get the winner. And likewise, if she's defending backhand, then you just slip it down the forehand side.
She looks a lot happier now, that young girl, doesn't she?
5-4.
Well, it has been an inspirational performance so far from India. Every point a minor victory. On the line,
Yeah.
Tracy Apolli thought it was drifting out, but it stayed on the line.
Well, it was an extraordinary defensive shot there from Ashwini. Almost well, it was crouch defence. Rather than moving back in court, she stood up to it. Hit it back almost as hard as it had come at her.
Play. Service over. 5-7.
That's a real bonus, perfectly placed from Jwala Gutta. It's been an inspirational performance so far from these two.
And I think also what was very interesting, it was a superb defensive shot. But what did she do after she played it? Immediately moving forward to the net. That's very, very clever. She knows her opponents are out of position. If they'd got it back, she would have finished it off the next one.
Well, got it all crossed. Willing heroes to victory here, and they may well just do the business for her and India.
9-5.
They can smell victory now.
Yeah, the channel attack from Ponapa in between her two opponents. It narrows the angle of reply, and therefore the shuttle comes up in the hitting zone of the left-handed Jwala Gutta. Classic doubles tactics.
Just wide.
Service over.
They'd won 6 of the last 7 points before that one, the Indian pair. Well, clever. Maswari finding the angle.
7-10.
I have to say, it wasn't the best of attacking shots. Too flat from Jwala Gutta. Placement of that.
It's a real team effort, isn't it? Ponapa and Gutta, they have both performed superbly, which is why the scoreline's reading as it is.
Yeah. Saw that Maswari was waiting committed to that forehand defence, aiming towards her left hip.
(11-7) the lead in the second game. Ponapa and Gutta already a game to the good. Well, is this the time? Is this the moment?
Ready to play?
Well, they have to do something here. Nitya Krishinda, Maswari and Gracia Polly, they have to do something to stop this Indian pair of Ponapa and Gutta. Otherwise, it is match over. There's a start.
8-11.
Well, 2 rallies since the mid-game interval. The Indonesians have been on the attack. No, give away the attack again, so with a flick serve. Don't understand it. Well, most of the fans here will be delighted by it.
But it is a strange, you know, as you're saying, they know they've just been talked to at the interval as well. I'm sure the same thing.
Service over. 10-12.
Oh, that's a good kill. The obvious shot for the left-hander there was to play the kill cross court. She managed to keep it straight by just twisting the racket head at the last moment. This is very, very good. Brushing across the line of the shuttle.
Play. Service over. 11-13.
Oh, clever.
Service over. 14-11.
A feather-like touch from Ponapa. 3 points the lead, 14-11.
And again, channel attack.
And I said, I wonder what we're going to get next. Do we have the comeback from Saina Nehwal? We had the topsy-turvy roller coaster ride marathon of a second game. Is this the one where India lead and just stay leading?
No, wouldn't bet against it right now, the way they're playing. Yeah, channel attack again. Down the centre.
16-11.
Not allowing the Indonesians any angles to play with.
5 points the lead, 5 points from victory, thanks to this put away. Gotta dig deep here, the Indonesians. They get one back there. Gracia Polly putting it away.
12-16.
Overdone it. It was a nice idea.
14-16.
And she's overdone it now.
Service over.
Long from Polly this time.
17-13.
Every point becomes ever more vital. Every point takes them closer to history.
Good flick.
Oh
serve.
my goodness, that is amazing.
18-13.
Right in the corner.
And played with deception too. Meswari was coming forward to look for the low serve.
That's an ace, all right, isn't it? There's a reply from Polly.
14-18.
But it's a 4-point lead. It's out. Well, they have done so much, these two, for Indian badminton, haven't they? World Championship bronze medalists. First for Indian badminton a few weeks ago in the Asian Badminton Championships, of course, Commonwealth Games gold. And now on the brink of taking India into the semi-finals of the Uber Cup. It's 6 match points thanks to a wonderful touch from Jwala Gutta. The stadium ready to erupt. Not this time, not this time.
Service over.
There'll be other opportunities
15-20.
5 more match points remain. Snatched it a little, didn't she, Ponaper?
Yeah, I think the strings have gone in her racket.
Oh yeah, you're right, they have. Well, they've missed out on 2. 4 more remain. The nerves will start to jangle. The self-doubt will start to creep in. The hands will start feeling a little sweatier. The stomach will be churning that little bit more. A little dispute over the shuttle as well, just to add to a little bit of the tension. Pressure on the server as well. Maswari serving it. Guta's touch lets her down, and 6 has become 3. Three match points saved, 3 more to save.
Good serve.
On the brink of history, but what's so near is so far.
India ready.
What a point this is. Credit to Maswari, she's serving really well. Wonderful shot, it's a winning one! It's a history-making day for Indian badminton. For the first time, they are in the Uber Cup semi-finals. Madhu making it a women's treble out on court. It's Jwala Gutta and Ashwini Ponaper who get India over the line, but it was Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu who set them up. What a performance, Jill Clark, from the Indian badminton team here.
It's been quite phenomenal, it really has. All the team has played their part, the way they have worked together, supported each other. And for Jwala Gutta, for all the troubles that she's had of late, taking time out, then a difficult time with her federation. And my goodness me, hasn't she done her country proud today?
There was one more little twist in the story, wasn't there, at the end, as those match points slipped by one. But it was a ending that India were looking for, sealed with a kiss from Jwala Gutta. They have played their part too. The Indian fans here tonight have really caused a raucous atmosphere. And the good news for them is there's a semi-final now to look forward to against Japan.
Yeah, that won't be on their minds right now, but they're going to have to get focused fairly quickly. You can see what it means to all the players. And I think in a way, you know, they probably had the goal of trying to get to the knockout stage then the dream was the semi-final, but now you're in the semi-final.
Yeah, why not go
Why?
one more further?
Exactly.
Some great scenes, wasn't there? Some great celebrations. It was a wonderful 3 matches. You have to feel for the Indonesians. They were just outgunned throughout. 21-18, 21-18. The scoreline in the women's doubles, but the one that matters most, it's India 3, Indonesia 0. Well, a magical night for India. And we know the semi-final lineup now in the Uber Cup. China will play Korea, and Japan will play India. This was the match where they led from the start. And okay, it was 21-18, 21-18. There was a little bit of resistance from Baswari and Polly towards the latter part of both games, actually. But they stood firm, didn't they, Joanna Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa? And it went down to 3. You just thought, no, surely not. Surely we can't have more drama like we saw in that other women's singles match, but they took it in the end. Right there. There's confirmation. That is the final scoreline. It's the scoreline that means Uber Cup semi-finalists are Indonesia 0, India 3, thanks to the singles wins of Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu, and the women's doubles victory from Joanna Gutta and Ashwini Ponnappa. They're all just taking it in right now. It's been an emotional ride for them, hasn't it, as well? A big disappointment for the Indonesians, who could still see some joy with their men's Thomas Cup team tonight. So they're 2-1 up, by the way, the men's team in the Thomas Cup of Indonesia. You can see the heartbreak on the other side, can't you? Really, really does mean so much to these players. Well, the tears for the losers. Manaputi, that is, hiding her face. I mean, it's a sad day for them, but what a day for Indian badminton. Let's hear from 2 of their winners, 2 of the players that took them to this history-making day, Saina Nehwal and PV Sindhu.
Congratulations to you, Saina, and the entire team. It's a proud moment for India today. India have created history by getting into the semi-finals of the Uber Cup for the first time. Tell us about your entire feeling. How is it feeling like?
I am happy because we are playing first time semis in India, so it's a great feeling. Whole team is playing excellently well. I'm very happy with the performances, and what else to say, it's something I think different we have done, something unbelievable. This feat is never achieved before, and I'm very happy that our team did it. And from here, I think no looking back. Japan tomorrow, and I hope tomorrow also we give some good performances and come out with good result.
Sindhu, you have played a very tight match today that went down the wire. So how were you? What were you feeling till the last minute?
Of course, after Saina winning the first match, second match it was mine. So really the crowd supported a lot, and I gave my best. But then it was in the third game. Of course it's deuce, and the 2 points. That's all. It's anybody's game, and I won it. So I really played well. But then it's anybody's game. So I'm really very happy for the win, and also the doubles players really played well.
So and we won. So I'm really very happy for coming to the semi-finals.
Again, you guys, of course, are playing in front of the home crowd. Lot of cheer, lot of excitement. What do you have to say to your fans?
I think today it was better, but I still feel sad that we are playing such a high level. We are in semi-finals, but we don't see the stadium full. I want my fans, all our fans, to come and cheer us more. I want the stadium to be full, because I feel it should be like cricket now. We are playing something, at the highest level and something good. And I hope with the prayers of our fans, we do much better. And that's what we have been doing. And it was great. The cheering, the support from the Indian team basically was excellent. They had all the dhols and everything. It was great. Really good. Really good.
What are the challenges you're going to face against a tough opposition in Japan? They have a strong singles and doubles field.
That's what I said, before starting of the tournament, that we have chances to reach semi-finals, and I'm happy that we have achieved that. That finally, I know Japan, Korea, and China are 3 difficult teams because they have overall team and they are very strong. But nothing is, you said no, impossible. We can try our level best, and we can also pull out that match. We never beat Indonesia also before, but we did that today, and I'm sure tomorrow also, if you play with the same spirit, we can do that.
All the best to you and your team, and we wish good luck for the semi-finals, and we may reach to the finals also. Thank you so much for talking.
A rallying call there from Saina Nehwal. 3-0 to India against Indonesia, and you heard what Saina Nehwal was saying. She wants the Indian public to come to this Siri Fort Sports Complex, fill it up and double the noise as they look to try and get in the final. So 3-0 the scoreline, and this is how they did it. Saina Nehwal, well, she was 15-7 down in that opening game before she turned it around, 21-17, 21-10. Brilliant performance in the end. That match that lasted an hour and 24 minutes as PV Sindhu, well, went through it all, didn't she, against Belectrix Manaputu, who we saw just now in tears. And then Jwala Gutta and Ashwani Ponappa against Maswari and Polly. What, in the end, I have to say, was a straightforward win for them. Brilliant performance from the women's doubles. No need for PC Talasi or to see Nehwal and Sindhu again. And this is how they line up then for the semi-finals. China coming through against England also tonight, so they'll take on Korea. Well, of course, India in that semi-final draw for the very first time. They'll meet Japan tomorrow. What a night it's been in the Siri Fort Sports Complex in Delhi in India. I'm sure you've enjoyed it. It has been a wonderful night of badminton. From Jill Clark and myself, Richard Kaufman, we look forward to your company for the semi-finals.